2025 meeting of the West Haven ARPA Committee will now come to order. Will each member, paid professional, city official, please state your name for the record. Ken Carney.
David Grudberg, Carmody, Torrance, Sandak, and Hennessy, counsel to the committee.
Dwight Knowles.
Mike Last.
Ken Ferris.
Iris Diaz.
Rohan Smith. Oh, that's me.
Thank you all for being here, by the way. Each member has received a copy of the agenda for tonight's meeting. Do we accept the agenda as written? No objections? Agenda stands. May I have a motion to waive the reading of the April 1st, 2025 regular meeting minutes? They're on pages 5 through 10.
I make a motion to waive the reading.
Do I have a second?
I second.
Excellent. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Do you have a motion to accept the minutes of the April 1st, 2025 regular meeting as written?
I'll make a motion to accept them.
Do I have a second?
I'll second the motion.
Excellent. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Let's move on
Ken,
to...
I'm going to abstain. I wasn't at the meeting.
Yeah, quite all right. Let's move down to page 11 on your sheet, on your booklet, I mean. Here we have the tracker, and I blew the tracker up for you so you can see it a little bit better. Turn the page, go to 12, and we have an invoice from UHY, $737.50. It's on page 12 and 13. Do you have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do you have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Go to page 14. Here we have Carmody, a whopping $1,451.50. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, I've got 3 invoices from Jow Films, $300 each, and they are consistent with the budget that he gave us last year. Those are on pages 18, 19, and 20. Do you have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, the Child Development Roof, Center roof. I had asked Mark to send out a letter last meeting. I don't know if he did or not, but
I'll check.
we don't have closeout documents. We still owe them a lot of money, but we don't have the closeout documents, so I'd like to wrap that job up. Next, we go to page 21. We have a Ivy League. Ivy League, what is this? Painter Park? Ivy League, yeah, $2,490 for a French drain at Painter Park, 21 through 25. Do we have a motion to accept?
Motion
Make a
to,
mo-
Do you have a second? What do you got?
second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Hurry up. Quick, what do you got? Call up Deanna Steele, Stefano. Thank you. Okay, moving on here. Go to page 26. I got Pagel sign. That was a sign by Signlight. $2,357. 26 through 29. Do I have a motion to approve?
Make a motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
I'll second the motion.
Okay, we'll give it to Rohan. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, I've got Ballards at Morris Park, starting on page 30. And we had to paint those guys, scrape and paint. That would be Wizard Painting, $1,975. Have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, go to page 33. I have a new gate at Pagel School from our friends at Frankson Fence, $1,725. Do I have a motion to approve?
I make a motion to approve.
Do I have a second? Second, anybody?
second.
Second would be Dwight. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, we go to page 35. Here we have a revision to the budget that was submitted by New Reach over 2 years ago. They're asking that we move $8,507.72 from telecommunications and indirect costs to salary and fringe benefits. I suggest we approve this because they're paying people to feed hungry people. They overestimated what they needed for infrastructure. They'd like to pay their people. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion is approved. Next, we go to page 37. Here we have stormwater management. I've got SLR, which is from Abdul, I believe. Hold on, design bid phrase. This is from Abdul. This is a project they're working on that is being funded, a stormwater project in design being funded by ARPA. $5,550. So motion to approve?
So move.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, we go to page 38. This is the W.I. Clark Company. There's a PO here. These guys bought a larger machine than the one we bought them originally for Public Works to do storm basin work. $187,668. Do we have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Was this a bid out or on a state bid list?
Buying group, and
And-
Marb approved it.
It was approved, I researched that today, it went before MARB, I wanna say, middle to latter part of last year. It was voted on and approved, and this entity is part of some cooperative purchasing group.
Okay,
So,
good.
no need for bid. I just had
Well,
the same question.
It met the procurement, so.
Yes.
Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, moving on here. So I have not gotten anything from the library on broadband access this month. City Hall windows, we're waiting for one door to be installed, not two.
Stantec?
Did I miss Stantec? Where's Stantec?
Right there. W.I.
Oh,
Clark.
I did miss it, my apologies.
Okay.
Page 40. This is Stantec. So we had asked Stantec to do a study at, what park is it over there? Oh, by where you live, Mike, over there, Contact.
Oh, Contact Drive?
Yeah, so we had done a study to solve the flood over there. They neglected to bill us for some time. They're owed $12,500. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Iris, any discussion?
Are they all set on, are they finished with
Well,
all the work?
so what happened, it was a very complicated project. So we had CDM Smith work with Stantec to come up with a solution. We got prices of over $500,000. So the job did not move forward. Okay? But we still own the design, which is good forever, obviously. Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, next we go to City Hall windows and doors. We're down to one door now. One was installed. Fire District Allentown, page 42. So this is their budget. I met with the chief and went over it. They have overspent by roughly $8,000, which will come out of their operations budget. But I have to hand it to the chief. He really made great use of every ARPA dollar. He was very involved, and he did a lot of work himself. So kudos to him. Look this over. Let me know if you have any questions before I move on.
Now, have all their funds been distributed to them?
No,
Or-
they're,
or-
they're part of the city, so the unpaid bills are still sitting in the ARPA city fund,
Okay,
unlike the other two firehouses that got full distribution.
gotcha.
Okay, so I have three invoices. I have WB Mason. This is for the bunk furniture. Now, when you go in there, they've got pre-made wall panels. They've got new beds, and they've got lockers. And they themselves put down an LVT floor to complement those living arrangements. $70,120.40. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Okay. Do Do I have a second?
Second.
Iris, any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, I have diversity construction, and that's on page 45. Here, we have a sign-off from the architect. We're asking for application number 8, $56,225.95, and this is for the annex that is just about done. Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, we have application number 8. Now, the reason they're coming to you at the same time, we are very unhappy with the time frame on this work. The quality is good. The time frame is a disaster, so we held back 7 to push them along, okay? Now, we've come much further, so application 8 is for $23,474. We have a motion to approve,
Motion to.
okay? Do you have a second? Give it to Dwight. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay. Next, we go down to Center District. I'm happy to report the house has closed, and they are moving the funds over by check yesterday. So they now own the house. The next process will be to demo that house. Going on to West Shore. The bunk rooms on Benham Hill are being built. They're actually painting and putting down flooring. And I do have some invoices. I'll start with Antonazzi. I've got one on page 51 for $1757.50. Do you have a motion to approve?
So move.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, I've got Antonazzi again, $731.77, starting on page 52. Do you have a motion to approve?
So
Make a
move.
motion.
Okay, that'd be Iris. Second, Ken?
Second.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, I'm on page 54, and this is Stantec's first, not Stantec, Diversity's first invoice. Let me find that, hold on one second. And this has been signed by the architect. I have seen the work myself. I meet there every Friday at 3 o'clock to go over the work. And this is for $150,157.89. Starts on page 54, goes to page 57. Do you have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, we go to page 58. Here we have an A&S bill for cameras, and this is for the cameras they put on City Hall in the Green, $15,891. Do you have a motion to approve?
Make a motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
That'd be Rohan. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay. Moving on to Hinding Tennis. If you haven't been to Painter Park, you should stop by. They've taken the top 4 courts and they've lowered the top 2 courts 2 feet and brought the lower court up 2 feet, and now they're level. All of the grading is done. All the topsoil has been removed. All the fill's been installed. They did some hydro seeding, and they're getting ready to pour concrete, weather permitting, probably by Thursday. That is a $795,000 job. They're asking for $100,000, which is their first installment. Page 60. Do you have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do you have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, training. This is something that we'll be seeing some invoices on next month. That's training of the 3 firehouses, as well as paying their manpower to attend training. Electrical main breakers, we have City Hall is done. Noble Community Center is next. Bleacher repair is 100% complete. We're waiting for certified payroll. Community mental health, I did not get an invoice this month. Support for the arts community, I do have one invoice on page 61. And this is for a Whiffen Poofs of Yale. I guess they're performers. They're looking for a 50% deposit $1,350. We don't normally give deposits. I think for $1,350 it's safe. Do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, I go to the Storage Shed Police Department. I have an MOU protecting that money. Paving, I have an MOU protecting that money. Youth programs, we have an MOU protecting that money. Then we go to facilities upgrades, and that would be starting on page 64. And actually, page 63. This is Cherry Hill Glass, and it's for $8,095, and this is for a storefront petition in one of the offices on the first floor. I think assessors, I'm not sure. If it's not assessors, it's the tax department, it's one of them. $8,095. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion.
Do I have a second? Second?
Second.
Iris? Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Next, we go to page 65. And here we have classic drywall. This is a new countertop, and I believe this is at the personnel department, $1,575. Do you have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do you have a second?
Sec,
Okay.
second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, we're now ready for new business. I do have a couple new business items. Does anybody have any new business before I go? Any questions? Okay, so the first one is a Home Depot receipt. I've got $442.69, and I've got $250.65. So here's the deal. The mayor is all over town all the time, okay? They're painting a mural somewhere. They're using arts funds to do that. It's a public mural. The mayor goes out, buys supplies out of her own pocket, and many times does not seek reimbursement. In this case, I said to her, you gotta seek reimbursement. So she's looking for $442.69 plus $252.65. Do you have a motion to approve?
I don't agree with the mayor obligating the city and then looking for reimbursement.
Well,
I
the
think-
mayor obligates the city on every purchase.
Yeah, but in this case, the mayor using her personal money and then expecting to be reimbursed.
Well,
Right.
she has to use her personal money because they don't have a Home Depot card. So the mural's going on, we need supplies, okay? She's in a position to get the supplies because she happens to be available and she's talked to the mural. They worked out what they wanted. So she goes out and she buys these things at Home Depot, calls me up, and I say, listen, send me a receipt, I'll get it reimbursed. Now, she has done this in the past, has not been reimbursed, but that's not fair to her. If she puts out money, she has to be reimbursed. If you guys put out money, you gotta be reimbursed. This is a small purchase. It's for public use. There is not a credit card from the city for Home Depot, and she needs to be reimbursed.
Understand?
She's not making money. I mean, you can't ask her to, just because she's the mayor, she just.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Department heads go out all the time and spend their own money and get reimbursed.
I totally understand what you're saying, Mr. Chairman. My thing is this, right? This wasn't pre-approved. The mayor just did this and then.
It was pre-approved. It was pre-approved because she's in charge of the arts money. And she called me, gave me a courtesy on her way to Home Depot. I said, get it and get me a receipt. 100% pre-approved. And I have the authority to pre-approve up to $20,000 based on the authority you've given me as the chairman. This is $695.34.
Motion to approve?
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any other discussion?
Yeah, now where is this work being done? Like, I'm not just familiar with it.
It's being done on a public surface somewhere, Mike. I did know, I just forgot.
Okay, I've seen them around town,
yeah.
so I wasn't sure if this was a specific
We
location or.
have a bill coming for labor, not from the mayor, but from the artist. I think the labor is between $400 and $500, and the reason she got it so inexpensively is because she went out and got the product for this person.
Well, I will say that it looks really nice.
Yeah.
All the places that they're
Oh,
doing
they're
it.
touching everything.
It looks
Yeah,
really
yeah.
nice.
So they're cleaning the city up. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion, are you abstaining or are you
Okay.
abstaining? Okay. One abstention. All right, motion passes. All right, next, I've got Omnidata. This is also new business because it came in late to me. So Omnidata has got an invoice for $15,946.42, and that represents one line of their PO. The PO's worth $380,000.
What project is it on?
These are cameras.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, these are cameras.
Gotcha.
And they're going on City Hall. This is in conjunction with the invoice you saw from A&S. So, they did the wiring, and this is the camera work. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, before I ask for an adjournment, does anybody have any questions, concerns, comments, anybody? On anything that we went over tonight? Everybody good? All right, do you have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Have a wonderful night, and thank you for being here, everybody. I really appreciate you. I'll see you next month. The meetings are getting smaller, shorter.